Hi everyone, welcome. My name's Steve, and I just got the John Myung bass in from Ernie Ball Music Man. I figured there'd be some interest about this bass, so I thought I'd put together a little video, just my first impressions, a little bit of sound testing for it. Just kind of give you an idea of what it is, some in person, somebody actually has this in hand, something a lot of people have been waiting a real long time for. I know I've been waiting since at least 2005 when I saw John mention that he got the custom bongo in one of the videos. I think it was for some Systematic Chaos tour or something like that. But anyway, got some unboxings and a little bit of sound tests, and we'll talk a little bit about the bass. So thanks for stopping by. Here's the box. Fred GLA. What does that say? John, black roasted, 50/50 black, Case Chrome hardware. Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the history of the bass. So as I had said before, saw John had, for years, John was represented, or he had a custom from Yamaha. It was a 6-string signature. I actually had that one back in the day. It was kind of thick, like Yamaha, to me they don't make some of the best basses in the world. And it was real thick, and it was wide, and it had a cool inlay, but it was kind of very generic feeling, and I moved on past that one. Then I noticed that he had this Bongo 6-string, and I really liked the Bongo. I had a fretless 6-string back in the day that I ordered, but this one, he got one that with a feature that I always wanted, which was to have a 6 strings in the 5-string spacing. So it used just a regular 5-string neck and body, and with a custom bridge you get 6 strings in the space of 5. So I just thought that was super interesting, especially for a progressive player like him. And I'd really like to have a bass like that. Unfortunately, I saw this one announced, one color, no options, but at least they had 3 that existed that you could order right away. So I put in an order as quick as possible, and I actually got mine in less than a week. So let's take a look at and listen to see how it sounds. Gonna open it. Pretty standard Music Man packaging. Standard Music Man case for a Bongo 6. Artist series sticker. A little bit unique, not the regular Bongo sticker, although that would be cool too. Oof. Now that's special. Got the usual packet of info. Got the placing the battery. Should be 2 of these guys. Hang tag. A little bit of his buddy John in there. Now we finally got 2 DT customs. Now here's something that's very unique. Looks like they just printed this off the website, but it's the pickup guide. So with this one, I remember years ago when I saw the very first video of the John Myung custom Bongo, that John just doesn't play with his tone controls or his EQ controls, so he just set them, and I think the buttons were either deactivated or didn't work. So I knew that someday when this custom was going to come out, it wasn't going to have tone controls, or it's something unique, but I knew it wasn't going to give you the same 4-channel the Bongo usually does. So what we get is this custom we get a custom pickup selector where it's basically the tone knob. What would you think would be a tone knob? It's just a 5-way switch. No, obviously push-pull active. You know, but we got a passive bridge and then the mix with a bias towards the back, split down the middle, bias towards the front, and a full passive neck only. So that's, you know, that's pretty cool. More than just a tone knob. Okay, strung up with balls, as you'd probably guess. Headstock. See the bit of that roasted neck, painted black. Very nice. So here it is, in all its glory. I couldn't really tell from the pictures, but we got a nice even split between the roasted baked maple and the rosewood fretboard. I've never seen two different materials on a neck before, and it's actually just, I didn't even play it yet, but I can still tell that it's much firmer around these bottom two strings, you know, a sturdy maple board, and then you got a much softer rosewood at the top. Stainless steel frets, of course, and just the big thing, what I first heard when he announced it years ago that they made this for him, is that they took a 5-string neck and strung it up with 6 strings, and that's something I wanted. I knew immediately as soon as they ever did it that I'd get one of the first, and this is, you know, so the email, purchase day 1. Now it only came in black, which, you know, pretty plain, especially something loud as a bongo. You might not want just black or another color instead, but, you know, we'll deal with it. Feels like a much slimmer body than a regular bongo. I've had bongo 6s before, and this is definitely doesn't have the heft that that one has. Custom signature on the neck plate, pretty cool. 2 18-volt preamp, obviously. I believe these were custom pickups because they're definitely different pickup covers than a normal bongo. You get the pole pieces. I guess they had to because they might be doing something unique to accommodate for the narrow spacing. You got obviously a custom bridge. Look how tight the spacing is for all 6 strings. Got dials. Volume is, I could use a relocation. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very more than just an indent on a, you know, on an active EQ where you just get the little notch. Very firm, like a 5-way switch should be. And let's take a look at the neck. So it's a roasted maple neck, not figured at all, but still a nice roasty. Usual emblems, the new bongo hardware, not the big elephant ears, they're more streamlined. See a gloss on the headstock and then back to a smooth finish, very smooth. Super smooth, almost like a gloss. So, you know, very desirable. People like that more than a glossy on the back of the neck. So, you know, that's it. Let's give it a play and let's see how it plays. So, I got a little bit of time to play around with it. I had my first impressions, tuned it up, and played around with it yesterday and this morning, and now I think I finally have a good idea of how to start with it. So, just go over the details quick. Normal bongo has 4 knobs. This guy only has 2. With the black you can't really see. So the one knob is just a regular volume knob. Pretty standard on that. But instead of a tone knob, you think with 2 knobs you get a tone knob. It's actually a 5-way switch. So this is all the way forward. That's all neck pickup. I think it's in series or whatever, single coil. So, and then blends in a little bit, full power of the first pickup, and blends a little bit of the rear pickup in. And then there's a middle. It's full on both of them. Then the rear bias, the 4th position. A little tiny bit of the neck, but mostly bridge. Getting into that Music Man growling territory. And then the fifth position is just, I think it's a single coil all rear pickup. So that's pretty good. I found myself mostly using the center pickup, center position with both pickups. I think that's how John plays his. If I remember back when he was talking about this custom instrument, when he started using it back in 2005, right when the Bongo came out and he had finally switched to Music Man from Yamaha after all those years, his custom one had two dead spots where the EQ was because he didn't mess with the EQ, so he had it set from the factory and it would just come with dead knobs there just set. So I like that they put this 5-way switch in. That gives you a lot more variety. So that was the video. Just get a little idea what the bass sounds like, what it looks like, kind of my thoughts on it. I'm planning on doing a more in-depth review, but I just wanted to get this one out, since I know there aren't too many of these out there and people kind of want to see what it actually looks like and plays like. So leave me some comments and let me know what you think and things I could do better and things you want to see with the bass, and maybe any tunes or styles you want to hear through it, so you can get an idea if you're planning on putting an order in. I think currently it says 3 months if you want one, but definitely worth the wait if you're somebody who's been searching for a narrow 6-string. I know a wide 6-string is popular and there's been available things, but I don't think there's been too many narrow true 6 strings different than a baritone guitar. So thanks for checking me out.